In this video, we will look at how to use the polls module within Kentico CMS 4.1. Polls allow content editors to quickly get visitors' opinions and feedback. When designing a poll, content editors have complete control over the design, layout, and display of the published poll. By default, a poll may contain any number of answers, and the design can enforce whether visitors can choose only one answer or multiple answers. Content editors can also determine whether any user, authenticated users, or member of a chosen role can vote in the poll. The poll design can also control whether results are available after the user votes. In this demonstration, we will create a simple poll that collects the user's favorite cell phone. We'll start by logging into the CMS desk application and selecting Tools, Polls. The Polls tab allows us to look at our existing polls, and we can edit, delete, as well as see the total number of votes that we've received, or we can create a new poll by selecting the new poll icon. When creating a new poll, you want to start by entering the general information. For the display name, which is the name that's available to the administrators, we're going to call this Favorite Cell Phone. For the code name, which is the name that's used within the code, we're just going to call it Cell Phone. And then for title, which is the title of the poll displayed in the poll view, we're going to call this Your Favorite Cell Phone. And then finally the question, which is the question that's actually going to be asked to the end user, we're going to call this What is your favorite cell phone? And then select OK. Now that we've entered the general information about our poll, we can start adding additional information. I want to open this poll now, but I only want to keep it open until Friday. I also want to thank the user after they've submitted their vote. Now I can move on and start entering the answers. And this is the set of answers that the user will be able to select. Because I'm looking to retrieve favorite cell phones, I'm going to provide 2 cell phones that the user can select from. The Samsung SGH 250 and the Nokia N73. Once I've entered my answers, I can move to security, and I want to make this available for all users that are accessing our site. I can then identify which site I'd like to show this poll on, and in order to complete it, I can actually see what my poll will look like. Within the View tab, I can also test my poll out to see what the end user would see as they complete the poll. Now that we've completed our poll, we can go ahead and add it into our website. We can do this by selecting our Content tab, and for today's demonstration, I'm actually going to add this to my home page. We can then go into our Design mode, and within our Design mode, we're going to add this to the right zone. I'm going to add a web part, and within the web parts, I'm going to select Polls, and then the Poll Viewer web part. I can select OK, which will add it to my page. And now I need to configure it. I can configure it by selecting the Configure option. And within the Configure option, I can select my poll name. And as you can see, I have 2 polls available. I'm going to use Favorite Cell Phone, and then I can hit Apply. And now that I've added my web part into my page, and you can see it's available in edit mode, let's take a look at our live site and see how it looks. You can see that I have my cell phone's poll available. If I wanted to, I could go ahead and vote to see what it looks like. And now that I've completed the poll and I've added it to the page, I can then go ahead and take a look at any data that I've collected. As you can see, I've collected 2 total votes at this point. This concludes our demonstration of how to add polls to your Kentico enabled website